Briefing from your National Weather Service office in Spokane, Washington. This is meteorologist Jonathan Fox presenting this briefing. Taking a look at the week weather ahead for tonight and into Tuesday, we're looking for a mixed bag of precipitation including light snow, light rain, and possibly some freezing rain, and we'll take a look at what areas will be impacted by that. For Tuesday night into Wednesday, we're looking at areas of fog and some air stagnation issues as a ridge returns to the region. For Wednesday night and Thursday, a weak warm front begins to move into the area. That'll bring some light freezing rain possibilities into the northern valleys as well as some light snow near the Canadian border. For Thursday night and Friday night, this looks like the biggest system of the week. This promises to bring some widespread rainfall and snow to many areas of the inland northwest. And by the time we get to the weekend, we're looking at cooler conditions with some sun and clouds returning. So let's start off looking at the snow forecast for tonight through Tuesday. For most areas, we're only looking at very light snow amounts. These locations denoted in gray will see snowfall amounts less than an inch, and in most cases much less than an inch. The heaviest snow is actually expected to occur over the central Idaho panhandle, where we're expecting to see anywhere from 3 to 7 inches of snow, generally in these areas that is being denoted by the cursor. Locations south of I-90 or the Silver Valley will see snowfall amounts of 3 to 7 inches over these areas, and in the valleys about 1 to 3 inches, with quite a bit lighter amounts as you go farther north across the Idaho Panhandle into northeast Washington. In addition to the snow, we could also see some pockets of light freezing rain in these locations denoted in red. That would include the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area as well as parts of the Silver Valley and eastern Columbia Basin. If the freezing rain does occur, it'll likely be very light. By the time we get into Wednesday night and Thursday, another weak system moves into the area. This will be in the form of a warm front, which will bring some light precipitation to the northern Cascades as early as Wednesday evening. By the time we get into Wednesday night and early Thursday, the threat of rain and snow will spread eastward across the remainder of northeast Washington and north Idaho. These areas in light red could see some pockets of freezing rain, and again, it looks like the precipitation amounts will be very light, so we don't expect to see any major problems associated with this light snow or freezing rain. Precipitation amounts will be very light. Finally, the snow forecast for Thursday night through Friday night. Again, this is the biggest system of the week. It looks like it's going to produce widespread precipitation, with most of it consisting of snow across the eastern quarter of Washington and north Idaho, as well as locations near the Canadian border. Again, snowfall amounts will be fairly light for the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area, as well as the Palouse, with heavier amounts expected across the northern valleys, including Colville, Bonners Ferry, possibly the Silver Valley. But the heaviest amounts are obviously going to occur at higher elevations and affect the mountains of northeast Washington into the north Idaho Panhandle. These locations, which show purple shading, it would have the potential of seeing up to a foot of snow or possibly even a little bit more by the time the system exits the region on Friday night. We'll also see a threat of some wind gusts to 30 miles per hour, and those will be even stronger perhaps for the southwest-facing slopes in locations of northern Idaho and northeast Washington, as well as near the Cascade Crest. As far as temperatures go, we're looking at above normal temperatures through much of the week. Normal temperatures are denoted by the dotted red line here, and you see for the most part high temperatures getting above normal conditions, at least in Spokane, each day of the week. By the time that system moves through Friday night, that's when we start to see some cooler conditions move in. We'll also see some drying as well, and it looks like high temperatures will fall to below freezing by that point. The 8 to 14 day outlook calls for a better than normal chance of cooler than normal conditions for the first and second weeks of January across most of the inland northwest. And with precipitation, it looks like we're looking at below normal amounts of precipitation to begin the new year. In summary then, we're looking at several weather systems to move through this week. Each will cause some winter driving conditions. Looks like the strongest system of the week, though, is going to be the one for Thursday night and Friday night. Any precipitation we do get that falls during the day could melt on the road surfaces during the afternoon hours and may refreeze at night, so always be aware of that as well. We urge you to stay informed of the latest weather conditions via our website at weather.gov/Spokane. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and find any future briefings on YouTube. Thank you very much for following us on this weekly weather briefing, and have a